Well, how exciting is this? Month in, it was a month since we last chatted, and we've put together another Connect meeting time webinar chat for you guys tonight. So hopefully we've had a few challenges behind the scene, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that all is well. But I'm sure we can be forgiven by stepping outside our comfort zone and trying something different. So here goes. All right, I'm going to try and share my screen. And this is where the fun could start. Thank you for your patience and understanding, everybody. Okay, all right. So, seeing our landing page, and tonight really is all about having time together to keep each other inspired and working towards an amazing celebration. And that's how I'm going to capture it at this point in time. And to give everyone a reminder of what you are all working towards, I'm going to share this with you. I guess why I wanted to share that with you is that we had such fun launching this destination, and I wanted to remind everybody what you are actually working for. Yes, we've captured here, the trip is not the only goal. If you dream, believe, achieve, then this is your way to growing your business. But it's a reminder that a destination and a celebration will happen in October, and if I can give you the opportunity to develop and grow your business at the same time, reward and celebrate your successes, then that's something that excites me. And this is why we've got the team here supporting you and helping you on the journey. So let's just do a little bit of housekeeping first. I'm going to ask you to keep your questions until the end or type them into the chat. We may be able to circle back and answer them during the call, or they may be covered during the call. But this is about trying to create an interactive session so that you feel involved and part of the journey. Okay. So look, we would love to see you. And yes, it was great to see your pictures coming up as we opened the connection. Last time we had quite a few people who had switched their video off. So this is why we thought we'd insert this slide, because the more engagement and interaction we have, the better the call will be. And you know what? It's much more exciting talking to some faces than to some black postage stamps. So, let's remind ourselves we're all at home and we don't mind if you're in your PJs. Seriously, this is about us connecting informally and formally. So one thing I wanted to ask you as a bit of a reminder from last week was, did anyone or who took up the Dubai Cooking Challenge? Just a quick put your hands up or give us a thumbs up if that's indeed what you did. And I'm going to circle back and have a look at that later. Could be interesting. So I've got Liv doing the housekeeping behind the scenes here. But when we put out these challenges, it's good to remind ourselves that we actually put them out. Then I'm not too sure whether anyone thought we were just being a bit too adventurous. But anyway, interested to know the answer to that one. Okay, so let's take a quick poll this week to get you all energized. And we were thinking about what would we like to know about you, and what would we like to know that would make your, I was going to say trip, but your experience even more exciting. So thinking about Dubai for the moment, what would be your ideal mode of transport? And I'm going to ask Liv to put up the poll. So here you go. I want everybody to have a bit of fun with this one. Okay. So thinking about Dubai, what is your ideal mode of transport? Is anyone going to plump for the camel? That would be interesting. Okay. What about the Abra, which takes you down to the Gold Bazaar, which would be interesting. Oh, we've got some racy ones that somebody's already clicked on. High speed boat. That's exciting. Okay. Who's going to be walking around? That's not my ideal mode of transport. So someone's thrown that one in for a bit of a smile, I think. Okay.
Oh, four-wheel drive, finally.
Okay, let's just leave it open. We've got 70% voted. If you're still thinking about it, come on, we want to have a bit of fun here. But it could help me put together the most amazing experience, because we could go with some polling and answers to the voting. So
nobody's going for the seaplane.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I think the luxury yacht is leading the charge here. 55% of you have plumped for the luxury yacht. So, and we have a few brave souls who've chosen a camel. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. So we might end the poll now. But
let's have a look at the results.
Let's have a look at the results. Yeah. Okay. So sharing, look at that luxury yacht outstretches everybody. So I can guess I could add to that with a champagne sunset, maybe. Start getting the thoughts going. Okay, we'll take that one on board. No promises, but this is good input when we're putting together a most amazing experience for you. But I'm not going to cancel out the camel yet. That could be just a fun part of the experience. Okay. All right. Thank you for that one. Okay. Just love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So, oh, why is it not letting me do that? Okay. So let's just think about this statement. And to me, it captures where we are at this point in time. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, but your attitude actually determines how well you do it. And I think where we're in the middle of an incentive trip, we're being challenged with a change of our business platform. We're having a lot of changes happening. This to me speaks volumes. Ability, motivation, and attitude are all key as we stay focused. Okay. So congratulations, team, all of you. We're halfway there. Yes, we're 3 months into the promotion, and which means we're seeing some exciting numbers and amazing figures that we're going to share with you as we go through this presentation. But you're halfway there. Can you believe it? I hope you still got a lot of energy in that tank of yours. Okay, so check in at the halfway mark. And this is what I would like you to think about. Have you generated an order of a minimum of 100 ppv each month? One of those basic rules, just check. 100 PV has to come from your own personal order. Have you maintained the leadership level you held at the end of the 31st of January or higher every month so far? Don't forget, this must be maintained for at least 4 months during the incentive period. Another reminder, have you maintained your base volume, DPV, held at the end of 31st of January or higher? Higher, love that word, higher. Don't forget, this must be maintained for at least 4 months of the incentive period. Have you enrolled a minimum of 2 preferred customers or associates each month? This minimum is required to achieve the first level of bronze. We actually kickstarted this Connect Call platform, giving you the direction of actually targeting 2 preferred customers or associates each month to help keep you on track. So that is an important one, okay? Are your new associate sign-ups placing a product order within 30 days with a minimum order of 100 PV to give you an extra 50 points per new associate? Important. Another thing that's important, are you keeping track of the points you can be awarded for getting your new customers or associates onto an automatic order of 101 PV minimum? Don't forget, remember, the more automatic orders and the bigger the volume, the bigger the points, the bonus points. Okay. Another one of those key things to remember. Are you remembering your longer team focus of building a healthy business and maximizing the opportunity with the Team 2 and Team 4 business development bonus that provides you? And that is important because we are about building the business. We are about supporting you as you increase your business and your income. To me, the trip is actually the icing on the cake. Okay. So let's just do a quick recap. How do I earn points each month? And we're going over this because we may have some new people who's registered to join tonight, and I just want to cover off on some key points. If you've heard it all before, then it's a great reminder. If you're hearing this for the first time, please take it on board. How do I earn points each month? PV, PPV, the Fast Start bonus, automatic orders, leadership points, business development, Team 2 and Team 4, and teamwork. They all come together to create the ideal platform for you building your business. Okay, so we're 3 months in and we've got another 3 months to go, and it's key that we stay focused. So keeping on track with your action plan is important at this halfway mark. You know, it's a fairly long promotion, so we need to keep you engaged and we need to keep you energized and we need to work together. So here we go. Network, working with our new customer referral program. I really want to validate what an amazing opportunity this is for you, not only to build your business, but also to get that ticket to get on trip. Remember, the customer referral program is a tool. It's sitting there, but nothing's going to happen unless you are actually proactive in working the program. And that means actually picking up the phone or sending a message to a VIP customer, someone who's been with you for a while, and reinforcing that they can earn loyalty points by giving what I would call the gift of good health to a friend, a family member, or a colleague. You need to encourage, you need to inspire them to actually reach out, but you need to connect to do that. So it's a great tool, but you need to actually activate it. And that's probably what I'd like to say at this point in time. So product, you have an ideal opportunity to phone your customers, working with the promotions we've just launched. They're amazing. And they give you an opportunity again to reach out, to connect to those customers who love that product, remind them that they can add to their purchase and their product in their larder during this promotional period. It's about identifying your customers' needs and offering the right product at the right time that's going to benefit them. Look, I feel sometimes with respect to the golden oldies I've got on the team here, and I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about the time that you've been in the business, that you know all this. So it's just about a reminder. It's important that we think back, think what value add we have and how we can work best with the product that we've got. And then we've got teamwork. Remember, supporting your team creates more point opportunities for you. So all those three things come together to work as a platform to help you grow your business. Okay, so let's just go over them. Recently launched, pretty exciting. And I don't have to read it line by line, but again, 25% off the Amber Toast Live if you're buying 4 units. The Manna Pole, I'm an absolute convert on this product, and I'm just sharing that with the team here. And the Glyco Cafe. So again, dive into your customer base, look at those customers who are passionate about those products, purchasing them already, give them the opportunity to buy more while they're on these special prices. Okay, it's about working the promotion to your advantage. Okay, so, all right, time to get that finger working again. Let's take another quick poll. And what I'd like to know now is if you would help us identify what else you need. We've put together a presentation, we've put together information which we're feeding you, But to fine tune it as we go into our last 3 months of the promotion, I'd like your help in helping us identify what else you need. So Liv, we've got another poll to go. And really, this is about addressing your needs. So what would help you in your journey to achieve the incentive? Multiple choices. Would you prefer this to be a fortnightly call rather than monthly? Happy to step it up if that would support you. Do you feel you might need more support from your upline and we can work on how to get that happening? Do you need any additional support from corporate? Would you like to have one-on-one time with a corporate person probably being me, but I'm smiling while I'm saying that, or somebody else to help you that's actually also working towards the trip, another buddy or buddies, where we could pair up people to work together. So just take a few moments and think about that, because at this point in time, you're really helping us identify what you need to help you be more successful than you are at the moment, okay? And we can drill in and identify what that looks like. Just give you a couple of moments. Now that's a good response to a poll, and I appreciate you stepping up and giving us some information. So let's have a look at our results. So again, you know, it's about identifying what your needs are. And look, we've got quite a high level of interest to have a fortnightly call. So let's have a look at that. Maybe it's not as in-depth as this. Maybe it's a different platform, but maybe there is something we can do on a fortnight. Just as I say, as we count down to the end of the promotional period, a bit more support in a slightly different way. But let's have a look at that, and I can work with Olivia on that. And the others probably will need a bit of a dive. As you can see there, some have requested more support from upline, more additional support from corporate. Happy to make those calls. If a connect call from yours truly will help, then I'm more than happy to create the time that's suitable to those who want it for us to have a connect call. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate what you've shared with us now. Okay, so all right, let's move on. So who wants to share? Okay, value tips learned from no life. Is anyone would like to share anything? And actually, probably I'm jumping in here, not putting anybody particularly on the spot, but we are supposed to be supporting and helping each other, sharing tips and hints. Who's initiated something that they feel is really keeping them on track and they would like to share with the rest of the team? Anyone would like to put their hands up, and I'll unmute you. Oh, Sandra, yes, thank you, Sandra. Hang on a minute. I think I can unmute you. Yay. Yes.
Hi, hey everybody. Just one little thing, apart from just working consistently and doing the job, is this week I've been contacting my clients and letting them know about the special. And I've already got 2 people buying the Glyco Cafe on top of what they were already going to order. So I think that, you know, like we really need to let people know. And yeah, I didn't know whether I'd get a yes or no, maybe, or whatever, but both of them said yes, you know, put it in my order.
Fantastic. I think I'm going to circle back a bit later on talking about you know, stepping outside your comfort zone and 30 seconds of courage. But you've actually made me think that that's exactly what you've done, and you've got a good result from it. So we'll circle back a bit later on that one. Who else maybe got something to share? Well, maybe you'll be a bit braver later on, and I'm going to come back to you all in a minute. So let's carry on sharing our screen. I don't know if we've got chats happening at the moment, but I've got Liv handling that one. Okay. This, again, I was going to swing back and actually ask, we noticed that quite a few of you had committed to be on the Man Alive recording webinar, which was great. Look, I set up, and, you know, as a golden oldie myself, there was lots of hints and tips in there. And I believe, you know, some of you have actually put some of those tips into action. So I think if I could circle back probably and put Patsy on the screen. Patsy and I were talking a bit earlier, and Patsy's implemented one of the initiatives from Man Alive.
Listening to Man Alive was really brilliant. It was, you know, as the weeks have gone by, the restrictions start to work on you. So the Man Alive timing was perfect. And to hear, it was most inspiring, but to be reminded by Eric Worre about taking a number and like we decided to be safe and just take 100.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you know, he suggested 107 days, and we realized that we could not get 100 in 7 days. So we just selected what we thought was perfect for us. And he suggested opening up that conversation again.
Mm-hmm.
And what a good time for us, you know, to inquire after people's well-being,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the restrictions and the pandemic that's on. So we've done that, and we've spoken. We've gone back to some people who used to be in the business who are doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We've contacted new people as well, you know, to inspire ourselves to look at the old and look at the new and what we could do just to get that conversation going. And so far, we've discovered some really exciting things. You know, people who were in the business who actually dropped out because something small happened to them. And this was also fascinating from the perspective of all of us keeping in contact, how people drop off the edge because something goes wrong and they don't ring you, but they drop out. So that was really another good lesson. And the other lesson is to listen more to them rather than what you think you should tell them. And we've also set out a little program that, you know, once we've connected with them, to make a promise that we'll be chatting to them again in a month's time, if they're open to that chat again. And I've had some really interesting conversations with people. And Phil has had a really interesting conversation as well. And it's been like, it's good to get back to people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Stick with the basics and talk about them, not about you. So thank you, Eric Worre, and thank you, Man Alive. I'm injected with enthusiasm again.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Patsy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, I might try and share my screen again. We'll see where we go to from here. So, yeah, thank you, Patsy, for sharing that. That was really great. But the one thing that I guess resonated with me when I captured on the next slide was the when I listened to Todd Falcone, as I just wanted to share, this one sentence for me resonated so much. And I'd love you guys, if you haven't done so already, I'd like you to take this one sentence on board. Are you interested in earning extra income alongside your current profession? To me, that resonated. It's a soft way of introducing Manatech to an interested party. It covers a lot of things. It's recognizing that someone is a professional, so you're not putting them down in any way. You're actually giving them kudos, or you're giving them recognition. You're telling them they're professional, and you're opening the door to saying extra income alongside your current profession. So if I was in the field at this point in time, and I was in this situation where we are currently experiencing, community challenges, to me, this would be a soft intro into testing out whether somebody is concerned about their current position. They may lose it. Has someone lost their position and is looking for something else, but you're not putting them between the rock and the hard place, and you're opening a door of welcoming them in and having the opportunity to chat. So to me, this is such a powerful positioning, and that's what I want to call it, a powerful positioning of you having an opportunity to build your business and introduce professional people into your circle of influence. So are you interested in earning extra income alongside your current profession. I can't think of a nicer way of making an introduction. So again, come on guys, give me a hands up who listened to Todd Falcone and who actually has listened to this or listened to this presentation. I'm going, great. Also, give me a heart if somebody's willing to put this into practice if they haven't done so already. Let's think about it, okay? Because I'm going to give you a challenge at the end. Thumbs up and a thumbs up if you heard it and listened to it. A heart if you're interested in taking on a challenge. Are you interested in earning extra income alongside your current profession? Your business isn't going to grow until you actually start some good conversations. And this is the best conversation starter that I've heard in a long time. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next slide. It's about tough love time, guys, giving you some things to try. So our challenges last month, we captured isolation, self-motivation and time management. So what I want to do is actually turn our attention on what's happening now. Let's turn our challenges into opportunities. You know, we've called them out, we know what they are, but we have to come from a different space now and turn these challenges into opportunities. So let's take another poll. And again, this is all valued information and I appreciate your involvement. Are you maximizing the amazing opportunity Manitech's therapeutic portfolio presents? Have you realized the potential right now to grow, not just go through these challenging circumstances? Okay. So the first one, yes or no? Liv, do they view them one at a time? Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Let's look at the next one, Liv. Oh, we've got people still responding. Okay. Share results. Look at that. So it's about turning challenges into opportunities. Good on you. Think about it. For those who've said no and been quite transparent and honest with themselves and with us, think about what we have at this point in time with what our therapeutic portfolio gives us the edge in the marketplace. And our next question, I can't quite see it. Okay. Have you realized the potential right now to grow, not just go through these challenging circumstances? This is just food for thought and maybe a bit of tough love because I want you to reevaluate and reassess where your mindset is at this point in time. Next question, Liv. Have you realized, oh, the potential, we've just done that one, yep. Wow, look at that, 91%, yes, good on you. Kudos to you. You're all entrepreneurs, you're strong business people, otherwise you wouldn't be on this call and interested in developing and growing your business, and you know, you're taking action. So are you maximizing the opportunity this network marketing business presents right now? Yes or no?
Wow.
You see a lot of people, more than ever in today's situation, are probably looking for something either to add extra income to their main income stream, or looking to doing something that will give them an income, or realizing that you can't just rely on one income stream in the world situations going forward. It's made people realize they need to diversify, and nothing gives them the opportunity to do that than network marketing. It's the right business at the right time, and we need to look at how we can maximize it. Okay. All right. So are you ready to challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone?
Wow.
Good on you, team. Look at that. Open minds, you know, that's fantastic. You know, minds are like parachutes. They don't work unless they're open. So you've got open minds. That makes me excited. Okay. All right. Are you ready to challenge yourself to step outside the comfort zone? When did you last embrace 30 seconds of courage when it comes to your business? Today, this week, last week, last month, or last year? We can't see who's answering, so it's just numbers. So you just be honest with yourself, but it actually gives us an indication of maybe where we can support you more. So today, this week. That's pretty good. Whoever it was did last year, I'm going to encourage you, and that's why it's called 30 Seconds of Courage. To do something that you're uncomfortable with does take courage, but that 30 seconds can change your life. So I want you to think about that one. And we might do some training on that going forward. That's just given me a platform to revisit what we can do and initiate and implement to support you from a training platform going forward. Okay, not so much tonight, but this has just given us information, data that can help us support you more. Okay, thank you. Right. So, today, this week, last month, last year. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Liv. So let's move on then. Let's have a bit of fun with the next slide. Because we did a bit of tough love there. I had to share this with you guys because this made me laugh so much. My pommy sense of humour, but it's just like me. The drop in gas prices during a stay-at-home order is like a bald man winning a comb. I mean, yeah, I wanted to go out and fill up my car, and then I realised I can't drive anywhere. So, this resonated with me. So I had to have a bit of fun to share with you tonight. Okay, all right. So now I'd like to share some success, and if we can, I'd like to share these numbers, and I think I'm going to handball over to the guys who've been working on these. So I think it's time for you to jump in, Jason, because you've been doing the numbers for me all this week, been pushing the envelope.
Yeah, it's actually going to be Ahmed doing this little part, then I'm going to take over the next part, but that's all right. Yep. Yep.
All good, all good. Hello, everyone. Just want to say congratulations for the halfway mark. So currently we've got 51 new associates and 228 new customers that you all have enrolled. So well done to you guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Just a quick reminder that try and get them on automatic orders, 101 PV, yep, and over to get those bonus points for the bonuses that we have.
Yeah.
Great bonuses for the great incentive.
Well, and this is taken just from the group of 126 registrations who came out of conference saying they wanted to earn the trip. So, I mean, kudos to you guys. That's amazing. I reckon we've got some people sitting on those camels already, but that's just my sense of humour. Okay, all right.
And a bit of a surprise, for the T2 and T4 bonus, we've actually got a few teams. So we've got the new Team 2. We've got 13 new teams, and for the Team 4, we've got 5 new teams as well. So well done and congratulations to all of you. Remember that these also count towards the bonuses, so well done.
That's awesome. Congratulations, you guys. That's, I'm blown away. That is great. Okay. So the results so far, I just wanted to jump in here. I mean, are you one of the 20 people that are very close to or have already crossed the bronze level finish line? Because it's important that you actually know where you are in this race. I'm calling it out because last year, being a new kid on the block, I was working very closely with Jason, and we realized that some people in conversations I was having didn't realize how close they were to achieving TRIP. And were actually blown away when they circled back and started looking at the numbers and filling in their trackers. So if you are very close, we need to keep you inspired and energized to get across the finish line. And I love that tagline, who is already feeling the sand between their toes. So well done, well done. Excellent, excellent. Okay, back to you, Jason.
Yep. So just wanted to talk about like staying the distance. So Achievers Club Tracker, it's there for you guys to use on a monthly basis, keep track of your progress. We've actually updated, and there was a problem with the calculation for the double points for March. We've actually fixed that up now. So that's all working. So it's really for you guys to get excited and you reach your key milestones, and remember to celebrate the journey, no matter how big or small. Even if it's a matter of just like, rewarding yourself with a chocolate or something, like, you've actually got to that milestone. And it's really important to keep track of the things that is going on. And especially in today's, situation. So, so I hope you're actually getting your trackers up to date. Want to see them all in when the time's there, so we can actually go through them and celebrate with you. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. And next slide, Liz. So just a little bit of an update on leadership levels. We've had about 30 plus people who have ranked up a new leadership level so far during the incentive period. So it's really important that you actually, as we say in the T's and C's and everything, that you actually maintain that to get the maximum points. So remembering big points can be actually earned on this if you actually maintain that level. So keep doing what you're doing, keep strong, keep, building your business, and you'll definitely get those points. Next slide, please. So I just wanted to basically recap what we have been doing, saying about the personal leadership points, as you can see there. I won't go through the whole lot, but if you're an associate, and you actually start building your leadership rank, there's some good points to be actually had there. So it's really important, as I just said, that you actually keep on working on that, keep on doing your own leadership levels, but also helping your teams as well.
If I may add,
Yep,
Jay,
sure.
Some of our audience are those that have ranked up. They need to be reminded of the bonus points that they've got. And
Exactly.
then to your point here,
Mm-hmm.
extra bonus points if they maintain that leadership. So I'm hoping
Right.
that someone in our audience is sitting there thinking, wow, I can add those points to my tracker. That's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So that's what I was just talking about, maintaining, maintaining those points. And also don't forget about the leadership development points for you as an enroller. If you enroll somebody and they actually, you develop somebody in your team, get points for that as well. So that's really part of teamwork and about, assisting others and also helping with their health as well. So you're looking at a twofold thing happening there. Yeah. And I think there's one more slide. And just yep, okay. And that's it. I think for me, over to you, Jenny. Yep. So, yep.
I mean, to me, the teamwork points are the extra level that we implemented this year, because I'm a great believer in buddying up, working together, supporting each other. And I really would like to make a call out, because again, I was talking to Bronwyn earlier this week, and Bronwyn shared with me how she keeps her energy level up, or how working with her upline is being value add. So can we unmute Bronwyn? I'm going to put her on the spot, and perhaps she can share some of the things that have been value add and helped keep her on track as she's working towards this trip. So
Hi everyone, hi. Yes, certainly celebrating your successes with your upline, I find that very valuable. And so it's every little success that you share. I know if I've achieved something as small as filling my funnel, all right? So I've got some new people, some new contacts. That's something positive. That's a great thing to celebrate with your upline. Also, when you obviously signing up a customer, that's awesome too, and you're sharing that with your upline. Another positive thing that really works for me is when my customers actually have an achievement. So I feel really, really good when I've got a customer and their health has improved. So if you're tracking their health and, from one fortnight to the next fortnight, they're so much better than they were before, that really spurs me on. And being able to share that with my upline, I'm getting positive reinforcement. I'm actually, my upline appreciates it well, because they're hearing the good things. Jenny, can I just talk about checking in now that we're halfway through?
yes.
Yeah, okay. So I feel this is a really important point for everyone to check in as to where you are at. And if you liken it a bit like a checking in after Christmas, getting on the scales, okay? So it's not about looking at yourself and beating yourself up. It's about checking in, this is where I'm at, and sitting down and looking at where you're going to go and what it is that you want. So what I would encourage everyone to do is, if you don't know where what your leadership level was in January, February, March, if you're not sure what it was, send an email off. Customer service will gladly reply and let you know where you're at. And then what I strongly recommend is that you have a look at how many customers or associates you popped on in February, March, and in April, and just have a look at it. Add up your points on your tracker. Don't even worry about the bonus points. If you can't calculate that, just don't worry about it. But add up the points that you've got so far and go, well, hey, I've got 400 points there. I've got 700 here. Let's add those up and see where you are at the moment, because taking stock of what you've got so far is going to help you realise what it is you need to get that to that next point. And it's all about you getting there. It's being on the trip is amazing. And put it this way, would you buy a raffle ticket to go to Dubai? Let's say there were 1 million raffle tickets and you could buy one ticket for $30 and you might win a trip. Or would you put in a little bit of effort each week, keep track of what you're doing and get there? Be one of those people that actually get there. And another thing I like to do is with your tracking, so when you've got so far, let's say you're keeping a table, you might do it on a whiteboard, you might do it on a spreadsheet, you might do it on a blackboard or a piece of paper. When you've got a customer, don't wait till the end of the month to do your calculations. Do it weekly, or do it as your customer's order has gone through for the month. Pop it down, put it in green, write it in green on your sheet, so you know that it's gone through. And green's a happy colour. It means you've achieved, it's gone through, and you can project with that customer for the next so many months what their order is going to be, and put that in red on your sheet. And then once they've purchased the products and the orders go through, change it over to green, and physically see where you're at, physically see where you want to go, and yeah, make it happen.
Fantastic. That was well shared, well said, Bronwyn, and absolutely spot on, because you're not going to know where you are unless you validate and check and balance. So thank you for sharing that. That was amazing. Absolutely. And I think that comes up on our next slide, is about celebrating successes. Doesn't matter, big or small, whatever you celebrated on your journey so far. But to know where you are, you have to do what Bronwyn just said. Actually ascertain if you're a little bit behind. You have to lift your game now for the next 3 months. Don't ever go in cruise control. I'm not letting you do that. But what I'm saying is check and balance, and you'll be down on that finish line quicker than that. So thank you, Bronwyn. Great, absolutely. Next slide, I think coming up is Q&A. So we're on track. Are we able to have a chat line, or would we rather we just open up for questions? Liv, I need your help here.
We don't have chat, so we'll need to take questions.
Okay. Anyone got any questions? Let's open it up for questions. Not that we know all the answers, and if we don't know the answer, we can certainly do a FAQ and get back to everybody. Okay, anyone want to say anything at this point in time? You're all good?
Judy?
Put my hand up.
Hi. I just wanted to clarify one of the slides you just had up, and that was on leadership level. I've spoken to Ahmed and a couple of people there about it, and it was confirmed to me about a month ago that it's you'll be awarded the points if you rank up from what level you were on in January, at January 31st. So I just wanted to confirm, because your slide said for the first time but actually in the wording of the document, it says at the end of January 31st.
Your rank you was at January 31st. Look, I'm under the understanding, and it looks as though I'm talking across the customer service team here now, if that's the advice you've been given. I actually thought it was a new level, but let's have a look at that, Judy. Good question. I want to make sure that we get the right answers back to everybody. As I say, my understanding was it was a new level not achieved before. So we certainly need to clarify that one. Good question.
So that's correct, Jenny. I do actually have the T&Cs in front of me. So if you reach a new leadership level during the incentive period, which is higher than your highest level achieved, as at the end of the 31st of January. Yeah. So whatever leadership level you held when you started the incentive, any new leadership level you've achieved since then is what you're recognised for.
That's lovely. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Liv.
Glad I had those next to me.
I was sitting here with T's and C's, but you know what, guys, and I'm going to be transparent here, trying to make sure the T's and C's cover every possible notation, nuance in the industry to make it fair and to reward those building the business is quite a challenge. That's why it's about 12 pages long. Being human, sometimes we still make mistakes because we're not perfect. But
you've all done a wonderful job.
Thanks, Judy. Okay, anybody else? We got anybody else wanted to ask?
Yep,
I know that Liv's sitting there with the T's and C's. Hi, Darryl.
Yeah, I've only just found out about the incentive and come on board because I haven't been in business for 10 years and I've got lots of questions probably. But the first one is, you mentioned a tracker. Is there somewhere that we can get a tracker?
Yes, the Success Tracker's online. Jason, can you jump in and answer that one, please?
Not Success Tracker, but a tracker.
Yeah.
A tracker, sorry. The trip tracker, yes.
Yeah, a trip tracker. Yeah, it's actually in the library, Diane. It's actually under Achievers Club 2020, I think it's called.
Can I give you a quick
what I can do, I can actually send you a link if you like.
Okay.
Would you like me to do that? Yep.
If it's there and it's called Achievers Club 2020.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's called Achievers Club 2020 Tracker. I think it's called. Yep.
Yep.
If you just search Achievers Club, it'll come up. Yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah.
Do you mind if I jump in there and give you all a really quick way to get to all the information related to Achievers Club? And we touched on our business booster call a couple of weeks ago with Sarah Waldrop, our Director of Marketing. So if you go into our website, www.manatechlinks.com.au, you'll find access to all of our resources there, all of the tools. So if you go straight to the blog, one of the first blogs that you see is on the Achievers Club. And down the bottom of that page, you'll have links to all of these call recordings, the frequently asked question document, the tracker, and the T's and C's document. So everything's now sitting in one easy place for you to get to.
Okay. Thank you, Liv. That's great information. And look, I apologise. To me, Dubai and achieving it is success. And I keep tripping myself up calling it the Success Tracker when there's a Success Tracker and now there's an Achievers Club Tracker. So my apologies, but that's due to my enthusiasm and excitement, tripping myself up. Yes, Judy.
I just wanted to ask what would happen if we're not allowed to leave the country in October.
Okay, well, I'm coming to that. And that's a good question. Okay, all right. But let me circle back on that one because I'm mindful of time and I want to be respectful of everyone's time here. So can I?
We did have a few other hands that were raised. I'm not sure if people are still wanting to ask questions.
I'm not seeing that. So.
Mine was the same question.
Okay, I think we're good to move on.
Good to move on? Okay, all right. Okay, so look, we have some fun. I'm hoping I've got the slide in about the winds of change. Have I, Liv? I'm hoping.
Yes.
Honestly, we've had some fun and games with this one, but we want to celebrate with some magic numbers. We did it last call and I wanted to do it again with this one. So Liv knows the registrations. It was random numbers. We're going to celebrate and recognise and send a gift to those who registered 3rd, 17th, 26th and 32. So who's won our prizes this week, Liv?
Okay, so this week, number 3 is Diane Trussell. Woohoo! Welcome.
Wow. No idea.
Number 17 is Janelle Jones.
Woohoo!
Number 26 is Sandy McCloskey.
Okay.
And number 32 is Bronwyn Sheraton Gray.
Oh, okay. You came in a bit late there, Bronwyn. You were lucky.
So we'll have a gift in the mail to you in the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can go on to the next slide, that would be great. Okay. So just to remind too that for those who join every Achievers Club call between April and July, you're going to go into an extra draw to win something extra special, because we appreciate your support. We're trying something new. We want to support you. This is about a collective team working together. But I also want to say thank you, because the team, I'm not talking about myself, I'm saying the team, put so much work into actually bringing a presentation like this to the table, to the fore with organisation. It's you're showing appreciation of them by actually being on the call. So it's a thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll be excited to do that. Okay. So next slide, please. Okay. So our goal is still 50. I think that's interesting. I'm not going to say any more than that.
I'm going to get you on the camel, Jenny.
Definitely get me on that camel. All right. And to respond to Judy, I've put this slide in here, the next one. Okay. Thanks, Liv. When life brings you winds of change that almost blow you over, close your eyes, hold on tight and believe. So, to respond to the question, we are still working towards celebrating in Dubai, and there's news filtering down that some of the borders will be opening. But having said that, we are already working on Plan B to make sure that everyone who achieves this promotion will be part of an amazing
Celebration.
Celebration, because we want to recognise the work, the endeavour, and all I'm saying is keep going, keep believing, because you won't want to miss out on the celebration. So it's going to be interesting. It's been rolled out like a roll of dice. We could out of our control, but I want you to trust the company. Those of you who know Manatech and long Manatechers and even newbies know that the company often goes the extra mile with recognition and rewards, and this will be no different. So yes, we're still flashing up Dubai. We will keep you updated, and if we have to change direction, then we will make sure it's exciting. So again, to keep you, I guess, excited, to keep you or remind you of, you know, how Manatech spoils their achievers. We thought, what a great opportunity to look back and see how we spoiled you last year. And that's what I want to end on. I want to end on an inspiration, motivation, recapture those special moments to keep you working for the last 3 months of this promotion, because it's going to be exciting wherever we celebrate in the world. Thank you, Liv. That's over to you. You've put the hard work in on this one. Woohoo. Oh gosh, I can't believe I got me in that jacket and it was 30 degrees in the shade. Okay.
We're not going to quite have the effect that we desired because we challenged with technology, but
we had music, we had dancing girls, we had bands playing. Believe that, believe anything. But you've done a great job in the reminders. We had some awesome experiences, and it was fun putting it together for our achievers. Our White Night was such a great celebration, and all the fairies coming to the rooms with special treats, which is very special. I love the next photo you've captured.
Lots of adventures.
We had some extremists who loved to push the envelope and weren't happy just sitting by the pool. And then we had the others who just enjoyed champagne and seafood on the beach at sunset. So as I said, we will celebrate with you somewhere in the world and recognise your achievements. So keep going, team. and I look forward to being part of that journey with you. So thank you for being part of tonight, and leave with that thought: who wants to be spoiled? I hope each and every one of you do. So thanks for your time tonight, and I look forward to circling back with some of the responses to the polls. But in the next event, meeting, chat, circle of this group will definitely be in a month's time. Thank you, everybody.